Christine Canning-Peterson. This is my husband, Ed. A secretary that we were both connected to at the University of Michigan when we were there thought we'd be good study partners, or Ed was looking for a study partner, and she mentioned me. And then we got back together, just met each other on the street in Ann Arbor, and there was Bonnie Raitt song playing on the speakers, and we started dancing in the streets, and then we started visiting and went on vacations together, and had a wonderful month in the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. Then at the end, we were at the Mackinac Bridge, and I said, "This has been really wonderful," and he was real grumpy and said, "It's over." And this is how well we communicated. I thought he meant the relationship is over. You know, you're going back to Iowa, I'm going to Michigan.
And I was grumpy because the vacation was over.
So the next year we'd planned to do a circle tour of Lake Superior. I called him up and left a message for him and said, "I'm not going to meet you. We were supposed to meet at the Mackinac Bridge," and I said, "I'm not going to meet you. You know, if you're not going to marry me, I'm not good enough for that. I'm not good enough to have vacations, but I'm not going to do that. It's too painful." He never got the message, and he waited.
I never got the message. Just went to Mackinac Bridge. We were going to meet at 2 o'clock. This is before cell phones. There was no way. I just had to assume that she was going to come, and she didn't show up at 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So finally, as the sun was going down, it was time to go. I had no idea where she was. Again, the secretary, and this was about 2006. I was talking with my secretary. There was some conversation in the office about past loves or former lives, and I said, "Well, I had a wonderful relationship for many years in Ann Arbor, and I have no idea where she is." In fact, I said, "Well, just Google her." Well, I'm more of an oogler than a Googler, so she did it on her own, and Christine Canning popped up at University of Northern Iowa. So I sent her a little message that said, "Are you still pissed?" or something like that.
I was stunned to hear from him and stunned at my reaction of not just turning you off. So we emailed quips and back and forth for a while.
And my son was 10, and I was taking him to Europe for 3 weeks. But I sent her my itinerary where we'd be staying in Paris and in different places. And when Grandma and I got to these different places, there was a postcard from Christine.
And he sent me a postcard from Paris that said, "In an alternate universe, it is you I see reflected in the shop window." So it was magic when we got back together then. We were on the beach, lying on our backs on a rock, and he said, "I think we should get married." And I said, "Why?" He said, "Because I can't imagine the rest of my life without you." Well, I guess I couldn't either. I think we weren't supposed to be together then. I think
Wasn't quite right.
you had your son after that, and that was a gift in your life, and I participated in that by not showing up.
Truly.
And I had a nice life myself for those years.
Yes.
As a single person, that was a gift for my life.
As fate would have it, you don't know when you're in it, but apparently there are reasons beyond our understanding.
Sometimes I just look at you and think, you know, I've seen couples like this, and now I'm in one.
Yeah, I think we've become a Hallmark greeting card.